Welcome to this project-based Linux shell scripting class. This is an online class, not an online course. Let me explain the difference. This chart represents the choices you have when it comes to training. Some options are very affordable, while others are extremely expensive. Most of the options you have focus on providing information, while the best options get results for their students. In the top left quadrant of this chart are some of the affordable, information-only training options. These are all online education platforms in one form or another. Most people go to YouTube to watch cat videos, but you can find free information on many subjects there. Khan Academy is another popular choice, as well as Udemy, and there are many others. What all these have in common is that they're all self-paced. You're on your own. There's no one there to answer any of your questions, to clear up any confusion you may have, to remove any roadblocks that are getting in your way, and there's no one encouraging you and keeping you accountable to actually learning what you set out to learn in the first place. Universities fill the space in the lower left-hand quadrant. I hate to say it, but most college courses are just a series of long, boring lectures given by someone who has never actually worked outside the halls of a university. College is great for a lot of things, it's just not ideal for real-world, practical, up-to-date Linux training. Oh, and it will cost you anywhere from $850 if you were to take a course at a 2-year community college, up to about $2,400 to $2,500 for the same class at a public 4-year university. If you go for an entire degree, well, that is easily tens of thousands of dollars. In-person coding bootcamps fall into the bottom right-hand quadrant. They are much more efficient and practical than a traditional university degree, but they cost anywhere from $10,000 to $20,000. Plus, they last anywhere from 8 to 36 weeks, and they require you to put the rest of your life on hold. If you have commitments outside of your education, this really isn't even an option for you. For some, the price tag keeps them away, and for others, there simply isn't a boot camp nearby, or there's not a boot camp somewhere where they would want to travel to and actually live for a few months. This brings us to this online project-based class. It's in the top right-hand quadrant. It's affordable and focuses on getting you results, not just giving you information. In this class, you actually get assignments with due dates, and you work on practical projects you can use in the real world. It's definitely way cheaper than coding boot camps and even cheaper than a single college class. Plus, you get the accountability of an in-person boot camp without all the hassle. This class focuses entirely on having you write shell scripts that you can actually use in real-world situations. You get the chance to immediately put what you learn to use so that you fully understand and remember it. In this class, you'll start out by working on some very important and fundamental shell scripting practices, such as how to name your shell scripts, what file permissions your shell script should have, how to create and use variables in your scripts, and the difference between shell built-in commands and operating system commands. From there, you'll start using special variables in your scripts. You'll also make decisions in your scripts by using if statements, performing several kinds of tests, and checking exit statuses of various commands. Next, you'll learn how to use cryptographic hash functions, as well as how to create random data so you can do things like automatically generate strong passwords for user accounts. Of course, you'll need to know how to perform the same action or set of actions over a series of data, so you'll get a chance to use for loops, while loops, and infinite loops in your scripts. Also in your scripts, you'll be doing things such as accepting standard input from a user as well as from another program, redirecting standard output and standard error, combining standard output and standard error, using command pipelining, and even performing text and string manipulation. Finally, you'll get to use arguments, positional parameters, and special parameters so you can allow users to pass in data to the shell scripts that you write. This class was specifically designed for people who already have some Linux command line experience and are ready to take things to the next level with Linux shell scripting. Linux system administrators, software developers, or anyone who works on the Linux command line will benefit from this class. Most importantly, this class was designed for those who learn best by doing and get the most from a hands-on approach. If you're new to Linux or have never used the Linux command line before, this class is not for you. Feel free to take one of my introductory courses on Linux, such as Learn Linux in 5 days, and then come back here when you're ready to start automating tasks with shell scripting. Also, this class is Linux specific. Even though there are a lot of similarities and crossovers between scripting for Linux and other operating systems such as Mac, Solaris, AIX, HPUX, and so on, we will not be covering those other operating systems. This class focuses 100% on Bash shell scripting for Linux. If you're looking for a hands-on, results-focused learning experience and are ready to level up your Linux shell scripting skills, join me and the other students in this class by enrolling now. Okay, I can't wait to see you in class.